my dear ones. This is a timeless pick a card reading with the topic, what are the true feelings for you? With me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this reading in particular is sponsored by Tracy Does Rhyme Time. She makes divinely guided poetry on Twitter and Instagram. So search for Tracy Does Rhyme Time if you want to check this out. And if you want to support my channel in the same way as Tracy, you can follow the donation link in the description box of this video. And you have 4 different piles to choose your reading from. The first pile here to the left is the Fairy Tarot. And this is the Psychic Tarot. The Psychic Tarot of the Heart and the Druid Craft Tarot. You can listen to all the readings and see what resonates, or you can choose one of the piles intuitively and go directly to your chosen pile with the guidance of the timestamps in the comment section and in the description box. Take note that the reading can be in reverse for some of you, and if you need more information or help when you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for the actual season that is up, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. I will now give you a moment to choose from these piles while I'm tuning in. So I hope you were able to make your choice, and now I'm going to take away all the piles besides pile number 1 with the Fairy Tarot cards. So moving these ones a little bit to the side for later. Okay, so pile number 1 is with the Fairy Tarot, and this was the little stone that came with it. Very beautiful. Put it there. And these are your pagan, or their pagan Lenormand cards. So we have a harvest and the heart and fishes. So this is a very lucky spread when it comes to their feelings for you. They feel like they have really been able to accomplish something. It's like they got the greatest catch when they were able to court you. They feel like because of you, they have really made it in their life because they have you. They feel really lucky, and they kind of give themselves a little bit of applause for being able to be your partner or your friend or your loved one. And this is the heart, so it shows that they feel very equal to you. They feel very drawn to you, like you are 2 parts in the same. You're very similar anyway. And this is also about luck and prosperity. So they feel that they have the greatest gift in the relationship with you, and if you don't have a relationship just yet, they say that if they would be able to get you, that would be their greatest win. So they would be very happy to have you in their life, and they think that you could live a very prosperous life together, or they already feel that you do. It's different for a different situation if you just met, or if you have been together for a long time. This kind of combination of cards might come for a marriage type of relationship, or for the relationship between the kids and their parents, and people that's in close friendship and things like that, that they basically don't want to live without you because you are the biggest prize in their life, or you are adding a lot of happiness to their life. So, and here we have the fairy tarot cards, and we have the 10 of Summer here, an emotional fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. So they really feel that they can trust you and they can have these very intimate conversations with you, that you are on the same wavelength. And if you don't have kids already, they probably want to have kids and a future with you. And this is what they are dreaming about. And a life together with you would be a life very blessed, in their opinion. And here we have the King of Autumn together with Queen of Autumn. So this was very, this is really like a husband and a wife. So they really see you as their kind of the yin to their yang, or the yang to their yin. And I can read this. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So I think this person feels like you are both very responsible, practical, good, loving, mature people, and that you have the potential to create really good things in your life, both when it comes to family life and work and career. So together, there's nothing stopping you. You can really become happy together and build an amazing life together. So, and they think you are very generous, and they feel very safe together with you. They feel like you are the one person that they want in their life. They don't want anyone else. And then we have Princess of Autumn, which might be a child, but it might also be some kind of new beginning in this relationship. It might be something new that is happening or being added to it. It can be a pregnancy, or that you have already gotten a child, or that there's something new on the horizon. Maybe there's a change in careers and study, or something else that will bring even more health and bliss to this relationship. And then we have also 8 of Spring together with 7 of Spring. So this is a little bit, it's a good energy, but it shows that it's a very busy life to have this everyday life going on around you, with work, career, taking home care of the household, raising children, maybe one of you are studying, or both of you are working at your career. So it shows that they feel like you both need to really be on the same page also when things start to become a little bit strained, or like when things start to become a little bit heavy in the everyday life. You both need to do the best you can to see to that things comes together in the most beautiful way. So it shows that this doesn't come for free. It's not just going to fall like milk and honey from the sky. You actually need to put work into it and to be the best version of the people you can be. And when there is stressful times and one has a lot to do, it might be that the other one person needs to come in and take over the load from the person that's so stressed out. So I'm thinking it's showing very good cooperation, that they feel you have a very good cooperation. There's a little worry here that you might fail on them when things get rough. So they kind of want to say to you that don't give up on me, and even if things gets a little bit rough, we have the best we can have, and we should never ever give up on this relationship. So they really want you both to fight for this and to help the other person when they are having a little bit much to do. And it's almost like this race where you bring over the stick and the other one takes over the race, so that you both can be well rested and sharp in every situation, because when you are not enough, the other one is enough, and this is the kind of cooperation this person wants with you. So they really want to build almost an empire together with you. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Winter here. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So it's an ace, it's messages, new ideas, new things that come. So even when it comes changes or logic decisions needs to be made, they want you to stick to them and not give up on them, and not get, for example, if they get a job in another state, they don't want you to say, okay, so you want to give up on us, fine, wave bye-bye. They want you to say, okay, really figure out if you want them to go or not, if this would be good for your family or not, if this would be good for your future or not, and not become over dramatic or touchy-feely in these kind of situations. Know that they have your back, they want to have your back, they want to have a future with you. So in this situation, you should say, yes, I want you to take this job. It would be a good opportunity. We can move, we can take the children out of school, we can relocate to this place, and it would be an adventure for the whole family. Or that you would say, no, this is not a great idea because our children goes in very good schools, or I just have this job here that I want to really put my all my effort into, so don't take away my chances by making us move across state. So they want you to be open like this, and also for you to communicate in ways, for example, that when you don't understand the other person, don't get angry, rather ask, okay, so this is what I'm getting from you, that it feels almost like you don't care about my career. And they can say, no, it's not like that. I just want your idea about this. How do you think we should proceed? And here we have the Moon card, powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of your situation. And the Star card, look for the future with hope and optimism. The power of fate to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So they really feel like, don't be afraid, don't be dramatic, don't distrust me. You can trust me. I want this to work between us. And if you ever get afraid, talk to me instead of giving up on me. So they have the deepest feelings for you, but they are also a little bit fearful that you can sometimes maybe see danger where there's not, and this might make you get scared and pull away from them, and this is the last thing they want to happen. And it came 2 extra cards that fell out and it wasn't my intention to have these many cards, but they came for you. So it's life experience and ego. So they really want to grow together with you and to learn. So also they want you to be able to tell them when they are doing the wrong thing, so that you can grow together. They don't want to have a big fat shadow getting in the way for your relationship. So if you think they are doing something wrong, tell them in the nicest of ways, and they will probably put in a lot of effort to try to change this. Let go of belief system that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that lead to significant opportunities. And the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. So this is when we might start to think that this is a race and that the other person can backstab us at any minute. We might also we can put too much praise into what we can achieve with our careers and our money, than to the real core value of this situation is to have each other. So they see problems on the horizon, but they feel that you can make it through together if you only keep a very clear and open communication line, and that you don't ever put your legs on the back and run. Rather stay in the situation and work through the difficulties ahead. So, and what I can see for you is that you have a very beautiful future coming ahead of you here. And they have doubts about you. They have fears about you, because they might think that you are a person that easily runs from a situation. They don't want you to do that. They want you to stay and nurture this, what you have, and trust that they will have your back. And the solution to all this is basically them being very strong and being able to be very fearless and be able to walk through fire and ice for your relationship. So it seems like a great person, and you are very lucky to have found them. Okay, so they truly love you, want to be with you for the long haul, and that is also your song. So I will put the timestamps in the description box and in the community section. I might sometimes forget about the community section, but then it's still in the description box, and there will be a little bit a link with a YouTube link there, and it will be to your song, and the song is Long Haul. So if you think you still have some problems and that the relationship isn't as rose red as this reading says, go to the song, because it might show where you are at right now, but this is the person's true feelings of you, and I feel that this is their true dreams for you. So it might be that for some of you, they might have covered up all this beauty here due to fear that you won't stick by them, and if they express themselves to you, you will run, basically. Okay, so I hope this helped. And if you want to support my channel, you can not only watch, but like, comment, subscribe, and sharing my videos. You can also donate to my channel through the link in the description box, or you can make Google donate to my channel by clicking my ads or watch them for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. So that is keeping my humble revenue up, and I can wish out more content like this for you also in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed. And now I will move on to pile number 2 with the Psychic Tarot. So this was a real beautiful reading, and I'm real happy for you to have such a beautiful partner with these kind of vibrating feelings for you. Okay, so pile number 2 with the Psychic Tarot, and we have this beautiful onyx stone coming through for you. So, and these are your the person's oracle cards, the Pagan Lenormand oracle cards, and we have Book of Shadows and this little beautiful child and the woman here. So their feelings for you, I'm feeling that they have a lot to deal with within themselves, a lot of things that they don't understand about themselves, and it might be hard for them to express true feelings for you, because they don't really know their feelings. And it might be that they feel very immature in your presence, that not a big age gap, but there's a little bit of an age gap here, and it doesn't have to be actually age gap, it can just be maturity levels. And they might feel like you are a little bit out of their league, and that they are so childish and have so many problems that they think that they might not be good enough for you. I'm also seeing that they feel like you were a little bit naive in the beginning of this relationship, but that you might have become a little bit smarter, and that is not feeling really good for them, because they think that they need to maybe dirty you up or have you naive and unknowing so that you will stay with them, because if you knew who they were, you would probably not stay. But in the same time, I'm feeling a lot of hope from them that you are the person that could be able to help them grow and to challenge them to grow. but they feel like they are unsure if you will stay because you have your back turned towards this situation here. Okay. And these are your tarot cards. They are a little bit mangled. These, I got them from a friend who accidentally had soaked them with some liquid. Okay. So we have passion ignited together with material and spiritual prosperity and harmony. So I think that this person is a person with a little bit immature emotional life. They probably fell for you the first time they saw you, or they loved you from the start. They instantly felt like you were very connected, but they are a little bit selfish in the way that they present their feelings for you, because it's almost like you are a prize that they could win, and that you are doing these good things for them. You are creating harmony within them. So it's almost like you are their medicine or their property. So you are there to make them happy, or you are there to make them prosper, or you are there to make them harmonious. So it's a little bit problem with this person and their maturity level, much what they said in the oracle cards, or the Pagan Lenormand oracle cards. I will move on and check this, but this person is a little bit self-absorbed, and we have 2, 6 here. So I think they do love you, but it's in a rather immature kind of way. And here we have destiny. So they also feel like the way you met, or the way they felt about you when you met, and even now, makes them feel like it was the destiny that you were supposed to meet. Even if there has been a lot of trouble and they haven't been able to be their best self, they really feel like you are deeply connected, and that there was a higher reason for you even meeting. So as much as that they understand. But here we have also another 6, and it's moving on, and then 9, fulfillment of wishes. So it's almost like they don't understand that you are just alone, and that they need to cherish that loan to be able to keep it. I don't know if you in some way, they described you as a little bit naive here in the beginning of the relationship. If you gave them a little bit too much, so they might have started to take you for granted. So they might feel like they could go on with their life and, fulfill their life with material and spiritual prosperity, and kind of move on from you and create everything that they want in their life, because you will still be there for them when they come back. So you might have made them very sure about your love, but in a way that makes them take you for granted. So this is not an evil person. They are just a little bit oblivious. They don't know the consequences of maybe turning your back against a destined relationship. That it's always investment. You can't just, okay, so this is my cheerleader person, and they will always be here cheering me while I go out and have my life. And I will need, before I can commit to this person, I need to fulfill my career. I need to get a lot of money. I need to might have the need to meet other people and check out the relationship with them before I settle with you. So this person is a little bit selfish. And they might not be worried at all to lose you when they are walking out in the world and having their great adventure. I don't know if they think that you should be together later, maybe on the retirement home or something like that. Okay. So, and here we have patience and planning. So, even if they haven't told you, they have a plan for your future. And even if it looks like they don't care about you right now, it's like they have put you in a waiting position, like hanging about, waiting for a later occasion that they have made plans for. And here we have trapped in fear and universe. So I think why this person is not letting you into their life is because they fear that, one, they fear that they're not worthy of you. Two, they fear that they will mess it up. Three, they fear that this is too good to be true. Four, they fear that if they sell with you, they miss out on something else. So, basically, they're doing a rather big mistake by keeping you on an arm's length distance because of all these fears. And that is making them actually even more fearful. So they start to run around in circles and be very much up in their head, being very much up in their ego. And so I feel that this person almost wants to be worthy of you. They are treating you like you are not worthy of them, but it's really the other way that they feel. And they think that if they can go out in the world and create a lot of success for themselves, then they can come back with a lot of more self-esteem to win you over and to feel relaxed in your relationship so that they can be together with you. But as far as it goes right now, they feel inferior to you and they want to, therefore they get very insecure and wants to keep you on an arm's length distance. And it's a little bit sad, but we have the universe card here. So it shows that things are happening in the way they were supposed to. Everything is going accordingly to plan. And this person is slowly waking up. But I realize that there's a lot of frustration in this relationship for you. And there's not really so much rewards. So it seems like this, both the universe and destiny card. So it seems like there's a plan for you from the universal point of view. But I'm feeling like this is a slow moving energy that doesn't really have the capacity to create a harmonic future with you. Yeah, they seem to think that you are a very harmonious person, happy family. And woman holding a coin and the thinking man. So they feel like you offer this to them and that you hold this offer, but they know that you're also sad and kind of disappointed with them. And they are trying to figure themselves out and figure out what it is that they want, what is it that they like. And they don't want to make mistakes. And they think that the mistake would be maybe committing to you. But I think they are already making a rather fat mistake with how they are treating you. This person doesn't mean you no harm. They don't want you to hurt. But since they are very selfish, they will do selfish things without thinking about the consequences. And why they are not thinking about the consequences is because they haven't figured it out. They don't know the consequences. It's almost like they are a little bit a new soul that don't know how it is to be in a relationship or how you can lose the person, or they know all too well how to lose the person, so they don't even want you to get near them because they get very fearful. So with this destiny and the universe card, I think this is what's on your what fell on you in this lifetime. If you love this person and you continue loving them even when they behave like this, you are probably one of the ways which universe is helping this person to grow and become less of a fearful person. And maybe the solution here for this person would of course be to love themselves and not think less of themselves, even if they don't have all the skills just yet. They are as good as they get in this situation, that they will always grow, and like they were born like this, so they were supposed to be like this, and they don't have to fear so much. So if they could relax more, I think they could become a better partner for you. But I also feel like you have grown through this relationship, so it wasn't all that bad. They are actually giving you the gift of growing too. But I guess you need to be equipped with a lot of patience if you are to wait for this person to realize that don't waste more time. Time is precious. You shouldn't run around playing games or play hooky. You need to build up your life with the person you love so that you can have a happy future. And I think this person might wake up too late to this knowing, and that can be a little bit problematic for you, because you probably will have wasted a lot of time with this person up to this moment, and I don't want you to do that. So I will see what the divine is advising you to do with this person. And we have listening to your heart, trust the message you receive from your heart, and revealing radiance, my light illuminates the world. And I think that actually this person is also this light, that they are a beautiful pearl within this shell. And you are here to awaken their heart to the beauty of love, and also the significance of love, which they might not have known before. And don't be afraid, because this will probably be rewarding in one way or the other for you as well, because of the universe card saying that you are on the right track, on the right path towards your highest destiny, and you're doing basically the right thing. I see that you have been a little bit cold towards this person, and that have made them think a great deal, and might have faced them with their fears, and maybe there will be some kind of evolution going on here. They can come as like start to bloom in some way, which I hope. It's a big maybe, and that's why I'm hesitating right now. It's kind of up to their courage and their free will, and that is what you're waiting for. So as long as you feel love for this person, I guess your work is still with them. But when it starts to fade off, know that you are free to create something beautiful with someone else. You seem to have all what it takes to be in a very beautiful relationship with other people. So it's just that this person's shortcoming is making it hard for you to have a healthy relationship right now. But pray for them to grow and mature if you still love them. And if you don't love them, you know, do the same as they have been trying to do and move on. They have been trying to move on to become a better person for you so they can come back to you later on. But if you would move on, you would let them know, so they know next life that if you love someone, you need to take care of them. In other case, you will lose them. And that might be the kind of wisdom that they need. Okay, so I hope this helps. I'm going to move on to pile number 3. So pile number 3, and it's with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So it's the same author as to this tarot deck, but it's a little bit different. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and if you want to support my channel, you can also comment, like, and subscribe and share my videos. And if you want to donate, there's a link in the description box. And if you want to make Google donate a little bit, you can click the ad or watch it, or to the end of the ad, or 30 seconds, depending on which comes first. If it's a short ad, you can watch as long as it is, and if it's 30 seconds or more, you just have to watch 30 seconds. So this is the beautiful stone for pile number 3, and it's some stone I found out in nature. And these are the Pagan LENORMAND cards, and we have this beautiful picture with the birds making a nest there, and the tower, and also this beautiful woman here in red. So this person's feelings for you is that they have an opportunity to create a family and a committed love relationship with you, but it seems like there's some kind of disconnection maybe you are more invested than them in this relationship, and they are preoccupied with something else. We also have the Tower here, which makes me feel like this person is fearful for love, and it might be a little bit like a loner or an isolated person. But they do know your qualities. They do know that you are a person with a very open, beautiful heart, and that they should be so lucky to have you. So they know that, but they blame their own shortcomings, that they might have a hard time focusing on love and commitment. It's something always getting in the way. And I'm thinking what's getting in the way is their fears. We have the Moon here. Their fears and the way that they have learned to protect themselves from the world. So that's making them miss out on real beauty, because they are a little bit almost like numb to different situations. Okay. So I heard a song coming through for you, and I will put the song next to the timestamp, so you will see YouTube video link next to your timestamp number 3. You can click on it and you will come to the song that's for your spread. So, and this is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and we have Shine, Confront, and Helpless and Hopeless. So this person think that you are awesome. It seems like you are the center of the universe for them in a lot of different ways. You are beautiful, talented, intelligent, wise. You're a role model for them. They feel very exhilarated when they are with you. But when they are alone, because here this person is a little bit self-centered, so here it's their own feelings about themselves, and they feel very lost in the world. They don't know, they don't have any real authority inside of themselves. They just think that there's a lot of things inside of themselves that they don't understand. It's very typical for the Divine Masculine, either in a male or a female person, to be disconnected from one's emotions. Because of culture have taught us, both male and females, to be very strong and harsh and not cry and not feel your feelings, be very logic. But when this is the case, when a person operates like this, they will be disconnected from themselves and not know themselves. So they will not know what they want, what they feel, or what's going to make them happy. So they become lost like this, because they don't have their guiding star or the moon or the sun to guide them. Because they have disconnected themselves from the divine when they disconnected themselves from their body and from their emotions. So they don't get the messages from the instrumental board, for example, that the oil level is low, or you need to fill up gasoline, or there's something wrong with the battery here. They don't get that information. They're just clueless about these kind of things, because they have disconnected themselves from their emotions, and therefore they don't really know their emotions for you either. Logically, they can say they are very impressed by you. You are everything, the sun and moon and everything, but they don't feel super exhilarated with this. So they feel probably a little bit like dead inside, and they don't know what to do about that. And here we have Choose Your Battles, Move, and Love. I'm feeling a lot of different things here. Choose your battles. They are scared for your nature, because you are probably a very open person that wants to, deal with things, take care of things, solve problems, and that might be a little bit scary for them. So they want to just talk about some problems which they can be sure that they will be able to solve. They don't want to talk about the things that they haven't been able to solve in their head just yet. So they might tell you, we don't need to talk about that. Why should we bring up old things? Do you really always have to be so dramatic and make a mess of everything? And that's not really aimed towards you. It's their own fear of dealing with certain things that they don't have a clue about. So they are as clueless as this stone faces here. So when they don't feel like they have the grip of a situation, they don't want to communicate about that. But they do love you, and they do feel very happy when being around you. So if you just could, accept that they are damaged goods and that they can't deal with certain situations or talk about certain things, they would be happy if you would agree to just sweep all the stuff that needs to be cleared out underneath the carpet. And their solution is a shitty solution, by the way, so don't fall for that. There seems to be some kind of hope here for healing, though. So if you would, we'll see here with this card coming here. Teach, yes, if you would push them a little bit with this, that they don't have to choose their battles. All the battles needs to be battled through. And it doesn't mean you have to have conflicts. You just need, they shouldn't ask, I don't know, okay? They shouldn't ask, I don't know, I can't decide, I want to talk about that later, or we never have to talk about it. You say, you need to help them, teach them to get in contact with their emotions so they can talk about also these hard stuff. For example, you could say, okay, so when I say we should, if you have talked about, for example, moving to a bigger flat. So when I talk about moving to a bigger flat, you can put the hands on their chest and ask, how does that make you feel? And they can say, okay, I feel fearful. Okay, great. You say, that's great. You feel fearful. Okay. So do you know what it is that you feel fearful about? So is it the move, or is it leaving something old behind? You can ask, is it the move? They say, no, it doesn't feel scary. Is it leaving something behind? And they might say, yes, that feels scary. So I think someone has kind of forgotten to teach them about emotions. If their mother didn't do this or their father didn't do this, it's kind of up to you to help them now. And it can also be if this is your child, because you might ask about the child or a loved one that isn't romantic love. It might be that there comes a child that has some trauma with them, with their soul, so they have closed in their emotions here in this tower. It's still accessible for them. They could go in there and check it out, but they need some guidance and help. So sometimes we need to help people put words to their emotions, and that is what they need from you, because you know this, you are on top of this, you're very skilled with this, you're professional. And yes, you choose your battles too, but you don't choose them out of fear, you choose them out of necessity. If it's a thing you don't need to argue about, you don't need to argue about it. But if it has come to the surface 10,000 times, it's really time to do something about it, instead of just having it infecting this relationship. And we also have embrace and just breathe. So I think this is maybe what you need to teach them. You see, they are a little bit self-centered. They don't talk about much about their feelings for you. They have the greatest respect for you, and they know that you are right and they are wrong. But as far as that go, they have a lot of love and hope for you. But they're mostly seeing you from that angle of what you can do for them. So here I'm getting maybe advice also from the divine for you, how to deal with this person for you. So be loving towards them, also towards their more difficult side. So if they get really upset and screaming, so you almost see like they will soon get a nosebleed, you can talk to them very calmly and say, it seems like you're very angry right now. What is it that's making you the most upset? And they will probably say something that's rather unfair and that is not very helpful to your relationship. And you can say, okay, so I hear that you say that you feel that I'm not helping out in this situation, but I can give you a certain example of how I have helped out. And can you give me some more example of how you want me to be able to help out here? And they might say, I want you to do this and this and this and this. And then you can ask them, do you do this kind of things to help out in our relationship? And you might need to mirror to them a little bit that they are actually putting a lot of weight on you to fix the situation instead of trying to help to fix it themselves. So they might act a little bit childish, like a little baby, but it's just because they feel that you are comforting them and you're taking a lot of care of them. And so they might come off a little bit as a dramatic child that cries and want you to comfort them and fix the situation. But you need to give them the tools to fix the situation themselves. And the other tool is, of course, this just breathe. And it's kind of what I said with this other thing, that hold your hand on their chest and ask them things. So they might focus a little bit more on how it feels, particularly in their chest region, heart region, and upper stomach region, so solar plexus, so that they can feel. And it's also a very comforting gesture to put a hand on someone. So what you're doing is really you are connecting with their inner divine feminine aspect that could that wants to breathe morning air. Okay, so you help kind of a suppressed soul part of theirs that's sitting in this tower, and you help this to start to communicate. So this is a great healing work that you do with this person, and they love you to bits and pieces for it, but they ask a little bit too much from you. It's like this sulky little baby that thinks that their mother is unfair, even though they do everything for them. So they just want more and more and more. So you need to watch out for that and put a little bit more, you know, ask a little bit more from them. There came extra cards here that just fell out that I didn't want, but they came. So we have release. So I'm thinking this person is about to waken up and that their heart could really open, because we see this here as well. So if you just push them in the right direction, I think this person can become a very emotional person, and you will hear from their mouth what they are feeling about you. And we have balance here as well. So they need balance between their masculine and feminine side, but it also seems like this will bring you two closer together. And this is again an advice for you, that you need to rather be the observer of this situation than going into the conflict and going into the drama. Keep yourself cool. Know that nothing of this unfair, childish behavior has anything to do with you, but still try to reach that person within and try to make them see what needs to be done for them to heal. Okay. So they love you. They trust you to a certain degree. They are not a very trusting person, but they seem to want to open their heart to you. If you can just come with the right medicine of being a very cool person that doesn't take it personally when they are acting problematic. I can't say so much about the future, because a lot is hanging in the balance with this person opening their heart. So whatever will happen after that, I can't see. I just see that this is a big topic, and this is something that the divine wants to happen, that they could open their heart, because that will probably give you as well more rewards. I don't see much of your rewards here. Maybe the work that you do with releasing their inner feminine side is reward enough sometimes to be able to take that buckaroo horse and make it into a nice domesticated riding horse can sometimes be reward enough. I don't see really where your relationship is going, but it looks sweet enough with all this heart energy being released. Okay, so I hope this helped, and thank you so much for watching. And if you want to support my channel even more, you can like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. You can also donate to my channel through the link in the description box, or you can make Google Donate by clicking my ads or watch them for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. That is keeping my humble revenue up, so I can free up time to do more videos like this for you. Okay, so now I'll move on to pile number 4. So pile number 4. It's with the Druid Druid tarot cards, and it's this beautiful stone here. See if you can. It's this with this beautiful band here. And here are this person's oracle card. Oh. I think this is a very intelligent person, but they are not easy to deal with. They are able to see processes that's going on behind the surface, and they can be a little bit judgmental. But they seem to feel like they are on a very spiritual, challenging journey together with you. They don't know exactly what's going to come out of this, but they seem very prepared to face a lot of challenges. But I'm fearful that the challenges will be a little bit too much, since we see these mountains and snows in both these pictures. For someone that is this intelligent, but in the same time a little bit chicken, some mountains can just become too much. So they might want a more comfortable life. But in the same time, it feels like they realize that if they would put a lot of effort into this relationship, that there can be also a lot of spiritual rewards, but they still might want to go for a simpler life instead of spiritual growth. Okay. So here we have the Feral. So it's the Alchemist card, Alchemic Wedding. So it's really something cooking here with these two cards. It's destiny cooking, and souls being cooked in this pot here, coming together and learning a lot of things. So it's almost like a experiment. But we have this beautiful rainbow here, so it's not. It's fun also. It's they feel a lot of attraction towards you. They feel there's a lot of excitement with this relationship, and it's a lot of hope. They feel like things can become really juicy together with you. And then we have the Three of Swords together with Two of Wands. So here comes their intelligence and fear in, because since they have so much hope, they get equally much fear. Because this is a person that might not have since they are intelligent, they see what can go wrong. So they are almost too smart for their own good. And they might have a brain that feasts a little bit with seeing where things could go wrong. Some people can be a little bit chemical addicted to thinking about fearful things, because you give you an adrenaline rush, which can be addictive. So a person that's thinking obsessively usually are addicted on this adrenaline rush. And because of this, when they feel like, oh, there's so much potential in this relationship, they also think, okay, so I can get my heart broken here, better hold my horses. Better hold my horses and be watchful what will happen here. And then we have Ten of Pentacles, the Lord, and Four of Swords. So they do want this relationship with you, but they want to act as they don't want it. So they feel like they could really have something valuable here together with you. They don't describe so much about you more than that you are beautiful and attractive, and that they would want to have a future with you, that you can give them a lot of blessings. But in the same time, they don't want you to know this, it seems. They want to keep you maybe oblivious about this, and act as they don't feel very blessed with having you in their life. They want to come off as a person, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are here, you are not here, it doesn't matter to me. So we can see Three of Swords, how they solve this, the fear there is Four of Swords, acting really cold and casual. And we have the Lord here in the center, so they're trying to come off as really cool, and that they are a person that wouldn't put any effort into maybe wooing you. So either you're here or you're not here, they are cool anyway. So this is just a mask, and it's person acting stupid out of fear. And then we have Four of Cups with the Lovers. and 4 of Pentacles. So we can see 4, 4, 4. They do want to be with you, and they do love you a great deal. And here is their, you know, vulnerable side coming and watching. Is this safe? Can this really be safe? Can this really be the happiness I have been waiting for? Can this be my blessing in disguise? But they're still acting sulking and being the miser, not telling you about what's going on inside of them, not telling about the exhilarating feelings that they feel with you, just acting like real bored almost, or casual. So they are locking in their emotions out of fear. So actually they become the challenge rather than you being the challenge or the relationship being the challenge. It seems like they are a big fat challenge. So it came an extra card here, and it's the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a person that's trying to be very logic, unemotional, trying to always, it's like they are winning some kind of competition by always choosing the best option, never being screwed over, never get their heart broken, never show vulnerability, never getting fooled. So they put an honor in that, and that's all what they are about. And they are missing out on so much because of this, because if they could meet you with their vulnerability, they could have a real beautiful experience together with you. And this could be cooking into something like a beautiful love relationship where you two could be very loyal towards each other and have each other's back. But instead, they are kind of keeping their distance and keeping their mind and their heart hidden, and might try some kind of game to act very casual and act like they don't care. So I will try to look at some advice cards for you how to deal with this person, because they have thick skull, and people with thick skulls is usually not as intelligent as they think. Action in the reversed. Okay, so you're kind of advised that if they don't take action, you don't take action. They are supposed to woo you at least as much as you woo them. It's not like they can send you a text and say, hey, and you will say, hey, how was your day? Did you do that thing yesterday that you said that you were going to do? Can you send me pictures? Can you do this? Can you do that? Are we going to meet later on? No, you just say, hey. You can just send like a waving hand or something. So don't reward them with a lot of beautiful things coming their way with just a small ignition. They need to give you equally much as you give to them. So when they are not taking action, you are not taking action. You need to help this person out of this stupid rut by challenging them a little bit and not giving them things for free, because when you give them things for free, they will start sulking and start to take you for granted, and be able to continue hiding their feelings. If they need to reveal more of themselves to you, that will be good for them too. Emerging into grace, I open my soul to grace. So I will read this for you. I think this is what needs to happen with them. Oh, it actually opened directly. So that was practical. All is well. You can relax and let go, for your path is divinely guided. Gifts from the Creator are pouring into your life. Gratitude abounds. A spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. And let's see here. The universe wants you to know, in the stillness of retreat, the gift of spirit will emerge at your feet. In gratitude and thankfulness, an opening into the deepest spiritual realms is occurring. Simply be ready and be open as waves of sacred love will pour into your heart. Grace is growing within you so that more and more you serve as a safe sanctuary for others. How does the Spirit of Grace want to work in your life? What has blocked you from filling your life with grace in the past? If you truly let go and open yourself to grace, what will unfold? So the picture is kind of showing what's need to awaken within them. I'm seeing a little bit like same thing here, but it's really a message to you that your inaction gives rooms for divine action. So if you, for example, don't give them the heaven and the stars and the sun and the moon, and instead just, you know, you give them what they give you, there will be room for the divine to start to, you know, whisper to their heart, because they will start to worry. Okay, so why doesn't this person cover me with gifts and words and love? What has happened? So you will start to awake their curiosity and also their little fear inside of them that, oh, something might be wrong, because that fear might start to awake them to self-take action, which is what they need to do. They can't sit there on their high throne and feeling relaxed and sulky while everyone else try to do their best to make this world or this relationship a better place. So there's a steep challenge here, and it's this person sitting on the top of the cliff and not wanting to participate in this game. They just want to be showered with love. They don't want to shower you with love. And the advice is to don't take action. Give as little as this person gives. And it's up to them to either come out of their shell or stay in the mountain like a mountain troll forever. It's not your business if they don't want to come out and play. Then you can find someone else to play with, because you seem to be a person that can give a lot of love. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful. And if you want to support my channel, you can do so not only by watching, but also by commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. You can also donate to my channel through the link in the description box, or you can make Google donate to my channel by clicking my ads or watch them for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. That is keeping my humble revenue up so I can free up time to make more content like this for you. So take really good care and watch out for my next video. Bye bye.